Hello, hi. I have new storage. I'm very pleased. No more mess. Nice and tidy. It's like, that's quite surprising, isn't it? That surprised you all. She's tidied up. Right, let me sort out the old laptop. Make sure that we're broadcasting. Where is it? There it is. And enlarge. Here we go. Is there anybody here? I shall await your arrival. You'll have to excuse me, I've got a lozenge. I've got a bit of a lurgy. Husband's given me a lurgy. Hello, Alison. How are you? Pauline's here as well. Hello. When you drop in, just say hi so I know who's here. And we'll have a little chit-chat. Yeah, so excuse me with the lozenge, but otherwise it's a constant tickle. Because he had COVID a couple of weeks back. Oh, we're fine, thankfully. Probably because I've had it so many times. But I think his resistance was a bit low and he's come down with a lurgy, and of course I've got it. So I'm a bit today. Woke up a bit sneezy. So just wait for a few more people to arrive. What you've all been up to? I have been playing, working very hard with some new fabrics that are launching next week. I'm really excited. You're going to absolutely love them. And I know I'm not supposed to be showing you yet, but we have got, if I just wifty waft in front of the screen, you're not going to see it that much. Tracy's here. Hello, Tracy. I'm good, thank you, love. How are you? That's all I'm going to show you. You'll have to tune in next week. You know what I'm like. I'll probably show you everything by the end of the live, won't I? Ian's here as well. Hello, Ian. I've had my tea. Have you had your tea? We've had tea. We had, what was it? Lemon chicken noodles with green beans, and I cooked it. It's alright, it's a HelloFresh. We've got one of them cheapo deals on the HelloFresh, and I do like HelloFresh. So, you know when you get a half price box? So we've got one of those, and I like it because it means that I can cook and it looks like I'm on MasterChef. Tracy's here. Hello, Tracy. Hope you're okay. Hope you're keeping well. So, well, I don't know what your weather's been doing, but mine has been raining. Yeah, it's absolutely chucking it down at the moment. I was hoping that it was going to calm down a bit because sometimes it interferes, doesn't it? And we don't want to be interfered with. Here's Kay as well. Hi, Kay. How are you, love? Right, so I shall crack on. Parliament of Owls today. So if you haven't had our newsletter, head on over to the website and you can sign up and you'll get regular newsletters telling you all the new stuff that we've got, any bargains that we've got. Hi, Ian, love. So you can have a proper good old scoot around the website. All the details are up there in the comments. No, in the description box. So if you click on that, it'll take you to the website and then you can just have a mooch about. While I think about it, if you aren't already a Coven member, then we're still offering the Taster membership for just 1 month. So if you want to have a little read up and see what being a Coven member is all about, then do that as well. Hello, Caroline. How are you, my dear? You okay? I hope you're okay. I was just saying at the very start of the live, you probably weren't here. I bought myself some new storage because you know that pile of mess behind? I thought, enough of this mess. Sort it out. So I did. I've got new, do you want to see my drawers? Look, sewing stuff, crafty stuff. You see? And then at the bottom there's a massive big pile of fabric, which is delicious. No, I can't show you. No, I'll show you a couple of little bits and bobs. Anyway, Parliament of Owls, Volume 1. There are 30 pages in total, so 30 A4 printable pages. The price on the website is normally £4.99, and today is half price at £2.49. So £2.49 for 30 pages. Work it out yourselves how much it costs per page if you printed it once, because I can't do maths. And in the club it's £1.87. So if you are in the Coven Club, it's £1.87, which is just incredible. In it, you're going to get 6 sets of toppers, 16 background papers, which are gorgeous. I love them. You've got 4 solid colours. You've got 1 page of the cutest owls and 1 page of mini owls with some bunting, 1 of strip sentiments and 1 of circular sentiments. So what I've done in time-honoured tradition, I have printed out, and bear with, because these don't look as colourful as they should do, because I printed them out on standard and then realised what I'd done, and I thought, well, you're going to see the demos, so you'll see the colours anyway. So these aren't as intense as they should be. But look at the owls. So here are the toppers. This is the first one of the toppers. And there is the oval version. Are they ovals or circles? No, they're circles. They're coming across as ovals because I'm looking at it at a funny angle. I should look at it on here. Here we have a look. Next. Oh. Do you know, they always stick together, don't they? It's made with dry hands. Next, you've got the rectangles. I love that one. I've used that one in a demo. It reminds me a little bit of the old-fashioned Polaroid photos. I've actually got an SVG file that cuts out those little photo frames. They're just so cute. I think Tim Holtz might have done a die of that as well. Then you've got your ovals. And look at these. They're all beautiful and patterned. You've got the bunting there. This is one of our popular ones when we first launched it. There you've got a hexagon, but different shape hexagon, so it's not an equilateral one. Ooh, big words for Tuesday night. And then you've got the octagon. They'd be fabulous if you make octagon boxes. That could be a box topper. Like I said, I haven't printed these out at full intensity, but they're still gorgeous, aren't they? And then that's the page with the owls. So you've got different size owls there. So you've got a really nice big one. And wait till you see what I've done with him. And then you've got this one with the bunting. And there's even what I would call a seam allowance around the edge where you can cut. So it's not all going to fall apart once it's cut. And then, of course, you've got these little owls all looking very cute. Perfect for 3D as well, these are. Excuse me, here we go. I was hoping that I wasn't going to end up cough, cough, cough. Right, so just to reiterate, £2.49 for 30 A4 pages. You've got 6 toppers, 16 background papers. You've got 4 solids, 1 of the owls, which I've just shown you. You've got 1 bunting and owls, which I've just shown you. You've got 1 with the strip sentiments, and you've also got circular sentiments as well. Bear with just a minute, because what I'm going to do is put my phone onto silent, because I forgot. And I don't want it going clickety-clackety, bingity-bong. Right then. So I've got some, look at me, all organised. How long do you reckon it's going to last? I only did this yesterday. So it's very tidy though, isn't it? Yeah, look. Distressing. I've got an empty drawer. That is for all my Facebook Lives, and there's loads of projects that I've not used yet. And then in the bottom drawer, there is my junk journal, which I'm working on at the moment. Oh yes, that's quite nice there, having that. Right, so let's get cracking with some demos. So I've prepped 3. We've got 2 little cards, and then I have done some home decor. Oh yes. So what I'll do, close your eyes while I twizzle you around. Super proud of you organising yourself. Ian, you should see it. Everything is organised. Boxes are falling over because it's so organised. I've got a pile of envelopes there. You know those little cardboard envelopes that you get from the Amazon? I've got a pile of them there, so I'm going to keep them because they will come in handy should I need to post anything. But yeah, all organised. I love it. I love being organised. It makes me happy. Right then. I'm awfully sorry about this little tickle that I've got. I thought the lozenge might help, but I don't think it is. Right, so what I've done is, to start off with, I have taken a sheet of Linda's White Witch card. This is the 250 GSM. Folded it in half and then cut it in half. So it's more or less one of those 6x4 cards. So it's 10.5 centimetres by about 14.7 or something like that. And then I've been print happy. That is, look at that gorgeous grey. I'm a sucker for a grey background. I do like that. It's lovely charcoal. And then I've got some decorative paper. So this is just one of the background papers. Don't forget, you've got 16 of these. So you've got hearts and like an Arabic design, which is that one. You know, like one of those, they've got a special name. You know, like a radiator grill. It has got a special name, which eludes me. And you've got stripes and you've got chevrons and you've got positives and negatives with them, all in this beautiful colour palette. So you've got your pinks and your taupes. There's some pale greys in there as well. So it all looks really lovely. And then, oh, hello, Steph's here. Sorry I'm late to the party. Oh, you've missed me showing off my new storage, love. I'll show you later. Elizabeth's here. Hello, Elizabeth. Hope you're okay. And Donnie's here. Hope you're okay, Donnie. How is everybody? Are you all right anyway? Right, so what I'm going to do is start to stick this together. So just with the grey to start off with, just a little bit of glue as usual. Here we go. I'll just start sticking this together. And then next up, it's one of the papers. So this is one of those lovely background papers. And you can see the colour is a lot more intense because I've printed it out properly. I printed it out on high quality rather than just standard. It's because I was half asleep this morning when I was doing it. Because believe it or not, I hadn't got this set. I don't know why. So I had to go and get it off the website. I had to order it. Look, you see, waste not, want not. That's one of the show and tells from a couple of weeks ago. I reuse everything. That's the quality of the paper that I'm printing onto as well. It does help. So a little strip of that lovely design there. What's this one called? Help me out, someone, will you please? Because you can't remember. It's got a special name. And then what I have done, move him out of the way just for the time being, I have cut out some bunting. Now on the bunting page there are short lengths of bunting and longer lengths of bunting, and they have got the ribbons on them, but I didn't want like the little knotty bits like that one. So I'll cut that off because I couldn't be bothered to cut round it, truth be told. I've also got one of my strip sentiments. So it just says on your day. A little bit of that grey card behind. So that's going to go on there somewhere. Let me bring that in. And then here's what I was thinking. We'll have that one. And then that one. So I've got a couple of bits of the bunting. And then I thought I might just have a couple of owls hanging around. Because obviously this is about the owls. But I couldn't decide which one to use. Because I've got one that's got that taupe colour with the pink. So I don't want that one. If he's going to go there, he's going to get lost in that colour. So I'm thinking that one. What do you think? Let's cut him out anyway and see what he looks like. Excuse me. Poor old thing. It's coming up to that season, coughs and colds, isn't it? Can distinctly feel a seasonal change. Mind you, saying that, on Sunday I was sitting out in the garden with my book. So I was, because it was lovely and warm. And I said to Graham, I bet this is the last day of summer. And he went, nah, it won't be. And I think it probably was, because it's distinctively chillier. And I just watched the news and the weather, and Thomas Schaffernacker said we've got a cold front coming. Right, so I'm just going to snip him round, and then I'm just going to follow the line of his ears around like that. Just snip off that white bit there. And then, what do you reckon? I reckon those two can be there together, and move that over and then stick it all down. Oh, Steph, that doesn't sound very... I'm just recovering from a flu-type bug too. Totally knocked me off my feet. Oh, bless you. I'm glad you're feeling better, love. Because, oh... I tell you what it is, when you get a cold or something like that, when you can't breathe properly because your nose is all stuffed up, I hate that. You know, when you're lying in bed at night and one nostril's completely blocked. Oh. Right then. So how do I cut this out? What I tend to do with these is, I mean, you can follow the black line if you want to, but I want to cut these a little bit closer. So I'm just going to leave a couple of millimetres at the top and then cut into them like so. And again, ziggy-zaggies. So I've got these lovely pennants. You might be able to hear my old man, he's coughing up a lung as well. Pair of us. There we go. You see, it's quite quick and easy. And then just follow that line, and again just leaving a millimetre or so as you go. Snip. There. So you could actually have a third row of bunting. Let's have a look, see what it looks like when we pop it together. So I always have these bright ideas to add more and more stuff. And we'll have a look, see if it works. It was good for the diet. Oh, bless you, did it knock you off your food? That's horrible when that happens. But the plus size is, like you say, good for the waistline. Now, I've had a few issues with my toe over the past few weeks. It's been gradually getting more and more painful. So I haven't actually done any walking for a while. It's been a good couple of weeks since I went out to walk. I'm hoping that if the weather's nice, I might go in the morning. Right, so I've got some 3D foam here. and I want a skinny bit, so I'm just going to give it a little snip. So I've got a skinny bit. There we go. Now I want my owls to stand up a little bit, but I want one in front of the other. So one can go there, and this one I want to lift it up a little bit higher. So what I'll do with that one is actually fold over my 3D foam, so it's like double the height, and then I'm going to pop it around about there so they can actually overlap a little bit. I'll pop that back on there just for the time being because I don't need to take that off just yet. And then he can have just a normal bit, and I'll pop it down the other side. Like that. Right then, so that's those two ready, and I want to lift that up. Oops, don't want to be upside down, does it? So I'm going to bob that around about there, and then that one can go there, and that one is going to go like so. So can you see, because I put it on that side, it's going to lean down because I want them to lean in together a little bit. And then I've got my bunting, which the first layer I'm going to stick down flat. It's just a little dab of glue. Tell you what, I'm going to get my tweezers. This is easier to hold them. And then just stick that down like so. And then I've got that one, which I think I'm going to have. What I might do is cut that down a bit shorter actually. So it can go from, it's like one bit of bunting is tied to the next. So it can go there. And that one I'll put flat as well. So just a little dab of glue. And then we can go in for the curve like so. And then that one can go, if I leave it like that, I can bring that up and around to there. Right, so I'll snip that one down as well. I love this collection, so many fab elements. And I love the bunting. I love the bunting as well, Ian. It is cool, isn't it? Right, so let's just give that a little snip. Straighten that up. So that one can then go, I think I'm going to pop it round about there, like so. And that, I'm going to add some 3D foam to the back of it, hence I wanted that little skinny bit. My lozenge is melted. It's one of those melt in the middle ones, you know, with the juice in the middle. Or soothers or whatever they call them. Right, let's get the backing off of those. Oops. Just layer that one like that. Just so it's adding a bit of 3D. And then what I can do is bring that one in, up and around. So it's, no, I'm not sure whether I like that actually. Let's leave that for the moment. Let's see how we go. Right, so on your day, which will just pop into that corner there. And then I can stick my owls. Caroline's saying very cute. They are really cute, aren't they? Elizabeth's saying love the colours. I absolutely adore the colours of this. They're really contemporary. And the owls are just so adorable. I mean, what's not to love? So a little bit of glue where the sticky isn't, and then they can be standing there holding wings. Look. Hold that in place. Thanks, Ian. So I don't think I need any more bunting, because I'm going to add gems and stuff and whatnot, because I have got the black ones. I think the black ones will work. Oh, and you'll be pleased to know, in all of that tidying up that I did, absolutely no sign of those paper trimmer blades. I have no idea where they went. And I also bought a 5-pack of these because they've got all the different sizes on them. I can't find the other 4. I don't know where they are either. So obviously my safe place is so safe that I can't find anything. There we go. That just balances out the weight of the owls, I think. I'm not going to bother with any more pennants. I don't think I need them. You could always use glossy accents into the eyes. I have got some here. Just to add some little domes. Make those pop. And do try to be careful when you're doing eyes, because if you get them off centre a little bit, it'll make whatever it is that you glossy in the eyes, they'll go a bit boss-eyed. Oh, Shahab's here. Hello, love. Hi, Hels and everyone. Sorry, just been busy chasing hospital at my MRI. I'm loving this adorable owl collection. How can I resist? Oh, I hope you're okay, Shahab. I hope you're keeping well, love. I save places like that. My small magnets are in one. Caroline, they're probably next to metal. They're probably hiding up against the edge of a metal drawer. Speaks from experience. I bought some of those, you know, those tiny, tiny magnets. They're about that big. I absolutely love that size magnet because they're really good for like box closures and envelope closures. Couldn't find them anywhere. And the packet, because it was a flat like packet, you know, with that cellophane stuff over it, it had gone whoop, up to the inside of the drawer where the drawer handle metal bit was. Yeah, I found them eventually after I'd bought some more, as is usually the case. Right, so here we are. Demo number 1, please. Right, so I'm going to crack straight on and get my second demo done. I'm just turning around to my new storage where everything's waiting for me. Look at this. So I'm going to show you original of this one. Here's 150%, and originally that's him normally, that one. So what I've done in the Adobe print page, I have gone into the 3 lines at the top. If you've got the latest Adobe, it's 3 lines at the top, and you click on that, the drop down menu, it says undo, redo, more. Select that, and then there's another drop down menu, take a snapshot. Took a snapshot of this, so literally it's a drag around the item that you just want to isolate. Picked him out, click print, it takes you to your print page, and that's where you can go to your custom scale, and I put 150 because I wanted to enlarge him, and there he is. Now I could have gone to fit, which would have taken his wings to here and to here, but he would have been too big for my frame because I have got a photo frame. And this is one of those, you know, the really cheapy deepy ones that you buy in like a pack of 3 from the cheap shop. Because obviously I'm cheap. Of course I am. But I don't even know where it came from. I think it was somewhere like B&M. And I'm sure it was either a pack of 3 or a pack of 4 for a £5. It has got glass in it. Now, habit is I'll tell you what I'll do. It's easier to show you rather than try and explain. It's got these little picky-uppy, prongy bits, so be careful with those because they can be a bit evil. And it's got little wall hooks on it so you can have it portrait or landscape. And then if I just lift that up, there it is, look. Simply Everyday. That's why I think it's B&M. And that's an A4. The glass, I always pop in the middle. Unless, of course, you want to encase it in glass. But normally, if I'm doing these for the telly, they don't want glass because it's really reflective, obviously, with the studio lights. So, I hide the glass behind. Because what am I going to do with a piece of glass? Apart from cut myself. So, hidden in there, nice and safe. And then I can start to layer up. So this is A4 in size, and what I've done is printed out some of those papers. So there's the hearts. So we had the hearts on the previous one. This is another one of them with the pink dots, and then of course you've already seen that one as well. So I just thought we'll have a few little bits just hanging around like. So I'm going to stick it down. This is the grey, because I wanted a grey background, but if you didn't want to print out one of the solid colours, you could always go with some of your grey card, or if you've got Linda's black card, it would work ideally as well. But you probably want to change the colour of your frame. You wouldn't want to go black and then black card, because it wouldn't really stand out that much. I need to lift you up a bit, don't I, so you can see what I'm talking about. It would help if I remembered that I've got the laptop there as like a little preview camera. Yeah, you've seen that a few weeks ago, of course. I'm tight, I'm from Yorkshire. Waste not, want not and all that. There's absolutely no way that I'm going to waste a piece of card. I'm not going to use that for the foreseeable. So I just print on the other side. This is 250 GSM. This is Linda's white card. So you can see the clarity of it, because that's quite an intense blue, but you can't see it through. So I'm going to move this towards me a little bit. I'll wiggle the camera down if I need to. Do I need to? No. That's good. And then we'll stick that down. Just going to make sure that I've got a hanging hook at the top, because I don't want to do an upside down one. And I'm thinking this would be perfect in a children's room. And then I've got a strip of pattern card here, so that can get stuck down. And I place that around about there. There we are. And then that one is going to go round about there. Look, another bit that I'm not going to use. I hope you all do that as well, because I keep banging the drum about storage, don't I, and about the fact that all of us have got so much stuff that we are running out of room. And it's almost like you can get a little bit overwhelmed, and I don't want that to happen. So if you find that you've printed out too much, then turn it over and pop it back through the printer, because it's not like you're wasting it, because you've still got the digital design there, haven't you? Anyway, had a bit of an upsy daisy with the first one. So I noticed I'd only got one piece of card left in the printer, so I thought, oh, I'll bung some more in, as it was just drawing that one down. So instead of just taking the one piece of card, it took several, but it's only the base layer. You're probably wondering what's she on about. Look, there's a bit of black ink transferred over on it. It just looks like it's, well, it has misprinted. But because I'm going to do some layering, look, I'm going to layer these up. So that was the second one that I've printed. And I've also cut out the wings. I like to buy plain uncoloured frames so I can colour them to suit the project. That's a good idea as well. If you've got something like alcohol inks, that'd be fabulous. Or I know you could get some really lovely like metallic tape as well to fit over them. What I used to do in a previous life, when I used to do lots and lots of crafting, I did a lot of metal work. So I would get frames like this and use the moulds and puff up the metal and then stick them on. And it does look really smart, doesn't it? So yeah, there's the 150, and that's how roughly how I want him to look. I am going to lift him up and make him all 3D and everything. But what I also did, let me just move him out of the way, is, remember I was saying about the bunting, we've got the long bunting as well. So here's what I was thinking. We can add some bunting across, like so. So we'll just tie that one on there as if it's going. And then we've got the owl, could go down a little bit lower. I've got a sentiment. It says, follow your dream. The sentiment's fabulous. You've got the yellow background of the owl's beak and feet. You've got the pink, you've got the taupe, and you've also got white background as well. So I just thought follow your dream looked really nice with this particular design. And then from the bunting page, I've also cut out a couple of little owls that could just be like hooting around. You could have one up there standing on the, actually it blends in a bit. Let me get one with a, I tell you what I could do, that fella there, look, he's got a matching tummy that matches this lovely design. So I could cut him out, couldn't I? So let's go in. Let's go in with the scissors and give him a snip. Just snippety snip. Like so. There we go. And then up around the wing and up to there. And then I can just curve around, and there he is. So he could actually be up there flapping around in the bunting, couldn't he? He stands out a bit more now. So what I thought I'd do is, because I've got that as a layer, that actually looks a little bit like a penguin, doesn't it? So that's my second layer with the wings. And I printed this one on 160 GSM so I could get some curve into the wings so it was a bit lighter weight. So that's going to go there. I'm just going to cut out the eyes and the feet and the beak, I think, from this. This is a fab project, Hels. Thank you, Ian. Right. So let's just go in. I'll cut this out. There. Pop that over there. And then we've got his little feet. Because I'm gonna really go to town with 3D in this so it really stands out. Excuse me, everybody. So I actually just want the white of the eyes and the beak. So I can go in, and remember, if you're cutting out a circle or fancy shape, you want to curve the card as you're cutting. So your scissors aren't chasing, you're actually moving the card. It just makes it a lot easier. There we go. We go snip. Looks a bit like a Dairy Lee triangle, doesn't it? Apart from it's slightly too dark. If I don't look my box of Dairy Lee triangles and it was that colour, I wouldn't be right happy. And then, see, talking about food again. Always talking about food. Oh, there we go. Bring that around there. Oh, I've gone a bit wobbly there, look. There we go. And then finally, should have left a little bit more card to hold on to. Never mind. There's one of his feet. Where's the other one? There. So now I can cut this one out. Here we go, all the way around. So just to remind you, this is Parliament of Owls that we're looking at the moment. And it's just a basic A4 frame from the bargain shop. Didn't pay very much for it. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start to stick things down. I keep getting messages pop up. That's not happened before. Messenger is busy, but it pops up over the comments. So if you're hearing clicking, it's me closing the messages. Oh, right then. So I want to stick this one down flat and the one behind it, because all of the 3D is going to go into this lovely owl. There we go. So that one can go, I reckon, around about there. And then that one can go from there. So it's helpful having both lengths. So you've got the shorter one, which you saw in the previous card, and then this longer one in this one. So I'll bob that around about there, like, oops, so. And then I'm going to stick him down. Where did we put him? I reckon about there. Yeah, we don't want him too high up. I want to see, actually, he could have 1 foot on Follow Your Dream, couldn't he? And then he could be on there. And then where's that little pink one? He could be on there. What do you think? I think so. So let's get him stuck down. So I'm going to keep him flat for the first layer, and then we'll go in with the 3D for the next lot of layers. We'll stick him on there where he's following your dream. It looks like he's actually holding something then. Excuse me. Eee. Right, so there is the next layer. I'm going with some 3D foam. Got a big bit over the body, and then a bit there. Have a bit for the toes, like that. And then I'm going to put a bit just on the edges, just to give it a bit of support. There we go. And then we'll get rid of the backing and we can start to assemble this. I've already done that one. We've got the little one there. And that fit on there. And then the wings, I've got the 2 wings here. What I'm going to do with them is I'm going to use my poker tool. I'm going to hold on to that bit. And I want his wing to look like it's lifting up a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little curve on it. I'm going to go the other way with this one just to see what looks better. I actually think curving downwards rather than curving outwards, so I can go back in and recurl it. There we go. And in this bit here, I will add a little bit of 3D tape, just one of those little skinny bits. So I want glue at the top and then a bit of 3D just on that curve there. So we can add some 3D in there. And then the same again for this side. And then just take off the backing tape. A little bit of wet glue just at the top. And we'll just hold that in place. There we go. So it looks like he's just about to go for a flutter. There we are. And then I've got my final layer with the eyes. So again, we're going for some 3D. So I'll pop that there and then just a bit into the beak. So I can cut that into a point just so it matches, and then a bit just at the top of the eyes. I know you can't see that because I've run out of room. I'm working in that 6-inch square again. Everybody does it, don't they? I'm very, very proud of my nice tidy room. I've been really organised as well because I'm making samples for next Tuesday's Sewing Street shows. So I've been cutting out all the projects today. I've made a couple of things already, but yeah, I've done all my cutting out, so that means that tomorrow when I come in here it's all cut out and ready for me. I love it when I do that. And again, I'm just going to use my poker tool just to give some 3D to his feet like that. And then again, this is something that you can double up your 3D tape. There we go. I'm just going to pop that one on there like that. And then fold that one over. There we go. There. So you can really see how you can lift that up and give it some 3D. And then all I need to do is stick these cheeky boys down. So I'm going to give these just a little curve. Like that, just using my poker tool, and that just curves that really nicely. And then I've got some more of my 3D. Caroline's saying, love this. Thank you, Caroline. So I'll take that off. I'm going to double this one up as well, so he's nice and tall. Super sticky is this 3D. So he can go around about there. And then I'll get some more. Give that a little fold over just so I can double him up as well. And then he can go around about there, I think. How lovely would that be in your little one's bedroom? Or in a nursery even. I think it'd be really pretty in a nursery. And then I've got some little gems, which I am going to pop just onto the inside of his wings. Just a few little gems. So I'm going to just use these small ones. I don't want it to be too much. It just makes it nice and flashy. There. And then got little ones. And then a third one. Like so. And you can't even really see the fact that that first print that I've done was a little bit grizzly. And then, instead of doing his whole eye, I'm just going to do that little white dot there. Just to give him a little bit of a glint. And then these little ones can have some glossy accents in there as well. So there you go. And have a look tidy up. There's your 3D project. And then finally, I have got another little quick card to do. I'm determined to do them all, so bear with. This is just going to be a little quick one. This is one of those toppers that I said, do you know that it reminds me a little bit of like a Polaroid. You know, that cardboard that goes around the Polaroid. So I've got some of that lovely design paper. Now bear in mind, I printed 2 sets of these toppers. One of the large owl, obviously, enlarged him, and then one of the banners and the little owls. So I hadn't printed out a lot, and I've got 3 decent sized projects and lots left over. It seemed to be these pages are full of design that you can use, you can layer up. So a bit of that lovely charcoal there just to give it a border. And then that's the topper in its entirety, which I'm just going to stick down flat there. So it's going to go around about there. And then the second one, what I've done is I've gone in with my craft knife and I've just cut all the way around because that's going to go on 3D foam. So all I need to do is I need to cut some that's a little bit thinner than what I've cut. Just have a couple of little strips. There we go. And what I tend to do is go in at the corners. Like so. And we've got that one. It's just on the width is that. I never cut straight, I always cut wonky. Funny that. Can have that little bit will fit on there. And then if you've got any bits that just need a bit of bracing, you can go in. Let's cut that down a little bit. Here we are. And just support them with a little bit more like so. So you don't need it to go like all the way around, unless, because this would make a really cool shaker card. If you're making a shaker card, you could put little bedazzles or some glitter or little mini sequins. That would look so cool with this little fella sitting behind. Anything that's got a frame will make a really good shaker card. Now I'm just going to bring this in a little bit so I can see it a bit better. And then line it up. And then we'll stick that down. There we go. Get rid of the bits and bobs. And then, because I've printed 2 lots, I've gone in, and the same as the previous card, I've cut out the body and the previous project, should I say, because it's not really a card, is it? Yeah, I've printed out the body, or cut out the body, should I say, and the beak and the eyes. And then I'll just add that to there. There's little paws. It's not paws, is it? But I suppose because it is a bird of prey, they'd have talons, wouldn't they? And then we've got the wings. So I'll cut the wings out. And I've got some skinny 3D foam here. There we go. So we don't need a lot. Let's stick that on there just time being. It's just a little bit on that one. And then that. I'm getting all stuck with all this around. Hi Deborah, how are you? It's nice for you to join. We're just talking about Parliament of Owls, Volume 1. We've been having a hoot, haven't we, everybody? Then I've got one of my little sentiments. It says, I love you. And what I've done is I've cut it a little bit thinner on one edge than the other. So it's going to sit in there behind his talons. It looks like he's carrying it. I am going to use my tweezers just to tuck that under like so. And then the bunting at the top. And I'm just going to add little dots of glue to that. And then we can stick that on. So even though I've not used 3D foam, it's still giving a layered effect because it casts its own shadow. There we go. Excuse me with the cough and the tickle. And then good old glossy accents for his eyes. There we go. Like that. Now, top tip, when you've finished using something like this, like glossy accents or glitter glue or any kind of wet glue, you'll see that because you've held it downwards, the glossy accents is in the nozzle. Cap it and then tap it, and that'll encourage the glossy accents to go into the bottle, and it'll also get the rest of it to go back down into the bottle as well. And then I just usually store it laying down. I don't think you have to store it standing up or upside down or anything. I don't think they're precious. So there we are. That's that one. So I've got that one. And then these two are holding wings. And you'll see the glossy accents are starting to go off now. They're starting to set. So they do go glossier. To start off with, they're a little bit milky. And that's so really so you can see where they're going. So we've got a Parliament of Owls, and then that is the wall art, I suppose you could call it. Bit of home decor. Right, so I'm going to swizzle you back round. There we go. So if you'd forgotten, menu storage. What's Deborah saying? Any sign of any sport or vehicle downloads coming? I don't know. I genuinely can't answer that. I don't know. I haven't a clue what's in the pipeline. Linda knows and Becky knows, but I think they like to keep it a secret from me because then I'm a blabbermouth. Christine's saying thank you. Thank you for joining me. Ian's saying all fabulous creations this evening, Hels. Thank you, Ian. That's very kind of you. So just to very quickly recap, it is Parliament of Owls, currently £2.49, so it's half price on the website. If you're in the Coven Club, it is £1.87. You are getting 30 A4 downloadable pages. You've got 6 toppers, 16 background papers, 4 solid colours, and the solids are gorgeous. One with owls, which are the ones, let me find it, that one. One with just the owls. And this is the fella that I used, and I increased him by 150%. And then you've also got, not that one, not that one, I will find it, that one. They've all become muddled, a bit like me. You've got the bunting with the short bunting, the long bunting, and also those little extra owls. I think they're just so cute. And then, of course, you've got all of the rest of the goodies. You've got strip sentiments, you've got circle sentiments. Angel policy, as ever, is very generous. So if you want to make and sell for your own personal profit, you can. Also, if you want to make and sell for animal charities or any kind of charity, then we're more than happy for you to do that. Ian's saying we do have some vehicle downloads. I think vintage looking one in one of the book of spells. Yeah, we have. I can't remember what that one's called. Something about travel, isn't it? If I recall. I know we've got one that's got boats on it, but I think that travel-y one, oh, Deborah's got that one though. Have you got that one? Yeah, it'd be nice to have something with cars and trains and aeroplanes and maps, like adventure, like old-fashioned maps in vintage colours, wouldn't it? So I will have a look, see if I can find any kind of artwork for that. Deborah's saying old vehicle, what, like an old, like Model T Ford or something? Or a mini? Hands up, who likes minis? I'd love a classic mini, wouldn't you? Classic minis are absolutely gorgeous. I always wanted one when I was younger, but I never managed to get my hands on one. So I've just got a normal mini now, big one. Been on the steam train last weekend. Oh, fabulous. Can't beat a bit of steam, the smell of the steam. I know I'm a diesel girl and I always have been, but I do, well, any kind of railway, but I do love a steam train. I love the smell of it. Just, it takes me back to when I was younger and they used to have specials running through the little station in the little village where I lived. It was on the Scarborough line, the yacht Scarborough, and they used to run the Scarborough Spar Express through there. And me and my dad used to stand on the platform and look at them and watch them. Classic cars. Oh, you went to Llangollen. Oh, it is lovely there, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning. We passed through there a few years ago. I'm saying a few. It's probably about 10 years ago now. We stayed in Llanberis. There's a little railway, actually, that runs around the big lake in Llanberis. That's beautiful as well. You went canoeing over the aqueduct. Was that the Ponty... I can't remember the name of it. It's on the it's the Llangollen Canal, isn't it? It's that really high up one. You were brave. Canoeing. The Open Road, Black Friday Book of Spells. Thank you, Donnie. Did you know that, or have you just looked it up? I want to think that Donnie's got the knowledge. You see, I used to think that I had the knowledge, and then it got out of hand, didn't it? I mean, we've got so many of them now. I can't keep up. It's like all the books of spells that we've got and the Spellbinding Classics. And it's, oh, can we have something with butterflies? Yeah, you had butterflies a few weeks ago. Speaking of butterflies, you have not seen this, okay? Because if it comes to light that I've shown you, but shh. Donnie says she looked it up. Got the Open Road 260 Challenge Hels. Ah, fabulous. Yeah, look, this is, and ignore the fact that I'm an idiot and I've stitched that on upside down. Doesn't matter, it's unique. That's peg bag for next week. I told you I'd end up showing you, didn't I? I just made that today. And obviously I'm not going to be able to show you what the other themes. So we've got butterflies, and the butterflies, Linda had said, what do you think? And I went, oh, Butterfly Dreams. I love Butterfly Dreams. It's one of my favourites. So we've got Butterfly Dreams, and we've also got, now you haven't seen that. You haven't seen this brand new design. You've not seen any of it. I'll be shot. Anyway, I have some news. Yes, on Friday, I'm going out for the day. Yay! We're going to That London. So I won't be here for a Facebook Live on Friday, but I will be here on Monday next week. Now, write this down because I'm likely to forget. I'm going to be asking you to remind me. Next Monday at 6 p.m, I will be live here. Elizabeth. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, next Monday, so that's the 16th of September, I will be here at 6 p.m. because I'm going to be taking you through a show preview for our shows on Sewing Street on Tuesday. Steph's saying she saw nothing. Well, I didn't see anything either. I mean, but yeah, for a full reveal next Monday, 6 p.m. The reason why it's an hour earlier than normal is because I've got to be up at 3:30 on Tuesday morning. So I'm not going to, I've got to be in bed early. I'm not going to be talking at 8 o'clock at night, and I'm going to be in the land of Nod. So Monday, 16th, 6 p.m, full show preview. We've got 2 brand new collections, and we've also got 2 brand new bag designs, which I think you are going to absolutely love. Can't wait for you to see them. In meantime, keep an eye out on socials, because we will be posting a few sneaky peeky photos, but there's nothing like seeing them in real life. The girls have got their fabric samples, so they're busy beavering away making samples for us as we speak. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and take my croaky old voice and say thank you for joining me, and hopefully I shall see you on Monday.